Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Football Forecast Show, in which we analyze football from an unbiased perspective. But I am unapologetically a Manchester United fan. Here today, I wanted us to review the matches for this weekend, give you a review of what happened yesterday, and preview of what is here to come today. Yesterday, we had West Ham versus Sunderland. West Ham won 3-1. Burnley, Tottenham, that was a draw. Fulham, Brighton. Fulham defeated Brighton. Manchester City had a walk through the park against Wolves. And the most amazing score of yesterday, Liverpool. They lost at the 90th minute to Bournemouth. So now, the loss to Liverpool opened the doors to clubs, to Manchester United, to leapfrog and go into the fourth position if they could get a result or a victory against Arsenal today. So that is what transpired yesterday. Sunderland, like I said at the beginning of the season, at some point they will have to just fall back to where they belong, in the middle of the table. The same thing with Brentford. At some point, these teams get to go to where they belong. At some points, they get to go to where they belong. Every now and then, one team will come from nowhere and be able to destabilize the league table. But at some point, they all get to go to settle to where they belong. And that is what we're beginning to see now with Sunderland. Tottenham, amazingly, they don't seem to leave the bottom part of the table. I think they're 14 on the league table. If Tottenham, they don't do something serious during this transfer window, they run the risk of facing relegation before it even begins. With regards to the games for today, we have Brentford that's going to play against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest gave for Liverpool a run for their money last week. Arsenal. They gave the league leaders a run for their money last week. It was a draw game, so I expect a lot of similar kind of play when it comes to Nottingham Forest today. So that game might eventually be a tie or win for Brentford, Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, that's going to be another mouth-watering fixture for this weekend. Crystal Palace, after they let their captain go, the morale within the team is not as it used to be. So I also see a draw or a victory for Chelsea. When it comes to the game against Crystal Palace. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. I wish they could get a draw though. I wish they could get a draw. It's difficult to go one way or another, but I don't think Aston Villa will be able to defeat Newcastle. I think Newcastle to come through in that game. Either it's going to be a win for Newcastle or a draw, but Aston Villa is not going to win that game. And then now that will take us to the ultimate game of the weekend, that is Manchester United versus Arsenal. Manchester United is going to win against Arsenal. So, ladies and gentlemen, that in a nutshell is a preview and review of the games for this weekend. Do not forget to hit that notification button so we can always bring content of this nature to your doorsteps. Have a nice weekend and hope to see you after the Manchester United game so we can now do a review of the entire weekend. Have a blessed day ahead and hope to see you soon. Bye.